Hello guys, I'm back, and today I would like to make kind of a new stream, but I see that there is kind of the competition like Super Blitz Arena, so I have to try to see how this works. So let's see. It's a check, it's a checkmate, so it is like it is. I win the game, so now I will get back to the tournament and see where else I can make some points. Okay, now I should go for a d4 as in the live stream here. So guys, you can take a look. Okay, on d6 let's go for an e4. Knight c3. I'll try the standard setup, which is kind of the main one here, and I really like it because it's a straightforward way of playing. Okay, h5 doesn't make a clear sense, so let's start get kind of the position that I like. I will not give him a chance to get my knight, so I will get a knight there, and then I'll go for the f3 or possibly even h3, we'll see, but bishop c4 is my main idea, so I would like to get bishop f7 if this will be possible at some point. So yep, let's go for the f3, let's go for the bishop f4, bishop c4. So I would like to get a great setup which will be dedicated to get kind of the advantage on the king side. And now h4, so this knight is out of the play, the bishop is out of the play for a while. I have a clear edge there. Now I can get a bishop back, and I will start get the g4 initiative right now. Okay, I can even start to castle, you know, on the king side and then start playing on the other side, because as I mentioned, all of those pieces are not on the best possible spots, so there is kind of a problem for black to continue. Let's go for c4. If you go for kind of a modern setup, you should be very cautious, because if you don't manage to get very solid and active play, you can get in very big and serious problems right from the start. So you should go for mainly the moves which are clearly getting you some chances to go for the counter attacks, and as sooner as better. Yeah, bishop f6 is just lose of time, because bishop g5 is never the idea. I just can make something like knight e6 and then bishop h6 at some point, so he has to be careful. Yeah, and here I would like just, you know, to open the game somewhere. Just let me see where I want to bring my pieces. So let's get the knight on d3 and then on e5. Let's get the knight on e5 as I mentioned. Now knight f7 is really big treat, so he has to take there. Okay, if he takes on e4, I'll take with the pawn. There's nothing wrong with that. And if he starts to do something like this, now he obviously will have a clear problems on the other side. But how to try to break there? Knight h3, bishop g5, bishop f6. Let's give him a checkmate. Okay. This knight is completely out of the play, this knight is on very bad spot, so I have everything there under control. My pieces are just nicely placed, so there is slim chance for him to get something in this position. Now I will take with the pawn and create even more weaknesses on the dark squares, so yeah, this bishop is completely out of a play. Now he has to go for e5 probably, because if not he's completely lost, and we'll see from there. Yep, let's go for e5. Bishop is still there on the best possible square, so queen h5 now is hanging, and it's hard for him to continue here, so he's completely lost. You see, I cut both of the minor pieces from the play. The queen is completely without the moves. Knight d5 or anything else is just impossible. Queen h5 is a move, and then knight f4, and he can offer me a piece, but this doesn't really work, so he's completely lost. I'll get a knight there and then just take on h5, so the position will just collapse, and this will happen very frequently, and this will be very bad for him. So yeah, now I can even take with a knight, I can take with a queen, I can do whatever I like, but first of all I would like to get the last piece into play, so and break eventually with e6. This looks like the most direct way of getting this. Okay, but now it has to be even worse, because I'll get knight on g7 after king g8, and the position is just, you know, lost for black. Knight g7, and then h5, and he can resign here really. Okay, yeah, he overlook a queen, but I just play straight forward, so, but okay. It's just so loose that I can do whatever I like. I don't even have to take a queen, because, you know, it's just probably a checkmate, so, and I have to go back to the tournament. So, thank you guys for watching the live stream. It's kind of a second month that I make those kind of the streams. For now, I was focused on kind of the simuls and start and explain the basic things, but from time to time I will try to get in the play, start to play as here. Always when I will try to play, I will start using my main opening repertoire, which is for black Sicilian and the King's Indian, and with white I use d4 and get in kind of the positions like the Trompowsky, the London system, and so on. So it's kind of a 4-pawn attack where white wants to get the chances immediately. It's not really something that white can do, just, you know, to get a very strong position. If I manage to exchange the pieces like here, then he should be even worse, because the pawns will never getting instantly in the place, so it looks like he doesn't get the main position here. And now the pawn on e5 is just, you know, I'm thinking that this pawn should be lost, because I don't see how he will manage to get anything for this pawn. Knight can take on if here, but he'll take here, so let's get the king f8, let's get the bishop on e6, and just let's take this one on on e5. And if something like this happens, I'll just take, I'll just give him a check. And let's get the bishop on g4, maybe I get the rook d1 chance. Yeah, I get rook d1, but then king c2, knight d4, king c3. Do I have something there? I don't think so, so let's go back with the bishop. Still knight e5 is just, you know, enormous move. It's just a clear pawn, so doesn't really matter. I can take with a pawn, I can take with a bishop. Let's take with a bishop, and let's exchange this knight, and then bring the knight on d4, which will be a monster there. Okay. maybe I now start to do. Okay. Let's get in the check there. And we have okay. And we have probably much better rook endgame. Now I have to just find a way how to get my pieces into a play by playing probably rook d1. I'm very fast here, so he can try to do kind of things like f4, but yeah, if he start to get back, I'll try to move my pieces forward, so little by little I will try to improve. It's very great thing for me that both of my pawns are there, not getting into very big danger, so I can try to pick up some pawns there. Yeah, and if I manage to get this one, probably the game should be okay. Hmm. Probably this should be enough, but we'll see. Yeah, he'll not be able to get both of the pawns there on the king's side. Yeah, bishop f3 will be annoying, but his opponent didn't see it. Yeah, on the 3 minute there is many possibilities, and the time is very big impact on the game, so obviously you should be very careful when you play those kind of the end games, and from time to time you will make kind of the problem for yourself. You will miss a move, or the opponent will find the better one. Okay, I will claim the victory because we have to go back to the tournament, but you'll see I get a pawn up. I was slightly better in the rook end game, and if you are better on 3 minute game and you start to squeeze the opponent, there is always chance to miss even obvious move, because you know on 3 minutes in the open rook end game there is everything possible, so it's a great thing if you are on the better side. So let's try to do once again the same kind of the position as in the game before. So d6, this is even kind of the setup which I use in some of my own games. So a6 is my main plan. e5 is not the best one because, okay, white can try here to get d5 immediately, because e5 will block this bishop immediately, and f5 doesn't look so scary without the c4 on the board. So, but I can just go for the knight f3 or knight e2, which is kind of the move that I like. So white to, you know, claim the structure in the center if I don't need to do that. And now, of course, this is not the best possible setup for him. So without the e-pawn and with tiny chance to get any kind of the play in the center, I think that he should have problems there in this middle game. Now I will just try to get all of my pieces as soon as possible in the game, and we'll see from there. Okay, this looks like completely wrong decision, because now, yeah, if I manage to exchange this dark square bishop, his king after h4 will be almost immediately under heavy pressure. So we'll see how he will start defending, but obviously this will not be very easy task for him. Knight e5. Okay. I don't know the basics, but usually I get a nice position where I'll never blunder inaccuracy and let my advantage to slip. Yeah, kind of play related with going for the advantage is the thing that is usually connected with the experience. And basically, when you will have the experience and get a level up, there will be a very nice chance for you to improve dramatically. So basically, when you start thinking on the level that you will manage to get very nice positions from the start, and when you will fight and see mainly the main variations and the exact lines that you should go for, you will be improving in, let's say, any b3 in every single scenario. So the experience and the level of play are, for me, kind of start which will allow you to, you know, grow in chess dramatically. Okay, here I'm a pawn up, so there is just no way for him to be better. Okay, he can start to do some crazy things here and there, but I'll just try to squeeze him immediately. So let's go for f4, let's go for the king e3, get a king closer. What is this? This is kind of a piece sacrifice, we'll see. Why? I'm not sure, but I will never do that. Okay, 95 immediately. Now I think lose for him because I'll pick up the c4 pawn. I'm piece up, clear piece up, and he's without any kind of the play at all. So it's just easy winning position for me. Okay, just pick up the pawns. Rook b2 will get into bishop b3 here. I can get a bishop b3 again. Now I have just the rook to get into a nice place, and then the game is just over. So let's go for the rook d1, rook d4, rook c4, and pick up all of those pawns and win the game easily. Yep. So there is just not a move for him, and it's very clear that he's completely lost. Okay, I can take this one, doesn't really matter. I will pick one on the a5. There is nothing to be wrong here. Okay. He can't really do anything, so it's not even important which pawn I will take and how I will proceed. The only thing that he can try to go for is a time, and on 3 minutes, as I mentioned, the time is very important thing, but it's not something that will in the most games, you know, just be as good or as bad for anyone. So you should know how to get and to get better time management, but it's not something that usually will get things better or worse. So king f1, yeah, he's completely lost. So yeah, but now bishop d1, and I'll pick up even the rook. There is nothing for him to hope for, so let's pick up the queen, let's give him a check, and let's get back to the tournament. I managed to get to 2000 in 1.5 years, but I don't seem to be able to get the technique that his tactical vision requires to get to the 2200. Okay, now when I speak about the tactic and the positional approach, or if we try to get to the most important things, the first one is the tactic and the second one is the technique. We have to speak about both of those terms as one, because, you know, the first thing is that tactic is something that you see or you don't see. You can improve by getting kind of, you know, puzzles which are great, to be honest, great today, because you have much more time to use them, you have much more things that you can hope for. So basically you can get the positions that you like, you can start to make 1, 2, 3, 5, 15 puzzles on a day. You doesn't have to get, you know, kind of book and then start in the book to get all of those situations. So you can just bam 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 get the right positions in puzzles and then start to get from there. So I'm kind of trying to think that when you improve on on one side, you will improve on the next one. So there is no kind of thing that will improve you drastically in the tactic without to get the answer in the technique. Or if you don't improve first little bit the technique, then you will not be able to improve in the tactic. And both of those terms are very, very close one to the other, so basically there is a slim chance to get one without the other. Now, if we start to speak about how to improve in every single of them, as I mentioned in the what I'm doing in the, let's get this one, in the technique, the books are still the main kind of the weapon, and basically you have to learn how to strategically outplay the opponent by getting the better pieces, by trying to get something from what I should go here, something from the better position, how to defend in the worst position, you know, how to deal with the equal positions, because this is also a very big task. So there is many different aspects, and you have to start. Wow, I missed the queen. I speak too much and then I miss my pieces there. Yep, now I can resign, but okay. Bishop g5. So, this is just crazy position. Now I'll pick up the queen, and there is something to hope for. I'll take the rook. Great. Now I'll pick up the pawns, and I'll pretty much manage to get this, because he was very bad there. And I've been without the queen, so yeah, doesn't happen a lot, but it's something that happens. I stream myself, Nils wins. Okay, let's go and start the other one. Yeah, playing and talking is something that usually is not good, but in the streams is required, so yeah, what we can do. Okay, 92. Okay, it's kind of a London system where I would like to get my pieces into play as soon as possible. On the other side, I would like to get a very nice pin there on this long diagonal. I will put my knight there on e5. I'll start to break the pawn structure there with b3, so I have a lot of things there that are possible. So let's castle there. Now I have to find a way how to continue, trying to get rook e1 and e4 probably. Okay, on this one I can try to take, or let's get a bishop f1, doesn't really, something that will be bad, and then start from c4, maybe probably even c5. Okay, this will lead to, okay, okay, now I want to get c5 there. If knight c2, I'll pick up the knight on b6, so there is not kind of the obvious way for him to go for. And if something like this, I can get my rook on c1. Now knight c2 is just, you know, the move that I will face with rook a2, c5 now, b4. and let's start to see who is better on the queen side. Okay, again queen a4. Now the queen is hanging. Now d6 is a monster. Okay, he didn't spot that the queen is probably hanging, so I can get back to the tournament. Yeah, you see, from time to time I found myself in the spot where your chess is great. You know, book How to Reassess Your Chess. Yeah, I know it. It's really nice one. I use it, I see it, and basically I know that it's very nice one. Yep. Okay, let's go for this very straightforward line. I don't like it for white. Okay, there are the players who really likes to play like this. I temporarily just sacrifice a pawn, but the amount of the initiative that I get here is enormous. And after bishop g4, this pawn is really falling in the next move. So, and there is no need for white to do so so clear. So can I take e6 and then, yeah, probably. It's just a great thing for me. Okay. Yeah, but now I stay with the monster on d4. Even if I get kind of the broken pawn structure, the play there is just great for me. So let's start with immediate action on the queen side. Okay, let's go for a c5. Okay, let's get a queen on d6. So if I manage to get, yeah, if I manage to get this kind of the pawn structure there, it will be very, very hard for him to get anywhere near. So, okay, now f5 will be there. Yep. Now you'll see the problems. So always the pawns in the center are much better than the pawns on the wing, like those three, because they are not in the position to just move themselves. So this is kind of the problem which white has here in this position. I can take, why not? And get the rook there. Let's get the king closer. Let's start to get this kind of a structure. Now I will bring my king to d4 and then the game will be over if I manage to do that. Yep. Okay. And now open the game on the wing, just, you know, to get this rook into play. This looks great and fantastic for me. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can get even the rook on d4, doesn't really matter. Now, okay. Yeah, but how you will play now? Okay, but I don't see the point here. How he will start. Okay, but those checks are really not something scary, because I'll just put my king on c8 if I like. There is no kind of a play for him. King b7, king d7, rook e2 and then d2, and the game is just over. So yeah, he probably should resign here. Nevertheless, I have only 50 seconds, so maybe he tried to get this kind of the advantage here and start playing for a time, but I don't see how this will help him. So Let's see. You are slightly behind, so you can't really block my d pawn to get and queen himself, so it's a queen, it's just a check, there is nothing but what he expects here to get, it's not clear. I block him even a check, so okay. Yeah, I know that the guy is just trying, you know, to play until the end, but there is no point. If you are lost, you are lost. You should resign and get the other position, because there is no need for you to start doing some things like here, because first of all you lose the energy, you lose kind of a control, and also the opponent just, you know, have to win something that is clearly winning, so it's not a good thing to do. Okay, okay, I'll take this guy. Okay, this is just good for white. Okay, okay, what can I do now? Queen a3, okay. King f7, now d5 should be the move at some point, but let's prepare this move. So first let's go and castle on the king side. Even f3 will be the move at some point, so I don't have to hurry with anything there. Now if I get d5 immediately, how he will manage to get this bishop out? He's just immediately lost, so yeah, as I mentioned, it's very, very good position for me. Basically, if I manage to get in this kind of scenarios potential in the center and getting the better pawn structure, like here I have a couple of pieces which are clearly better than his, then he's obviously just, you know, in very, very bad shape. So I'll just take the bishop. He takes this one, but I can take all of that. I can just now exchange the queens, or yeah, I will first exchange the queens, just, you know, to be clear that I'm winning. Okay. And I don't see again the point to play on here, so. But okay. It's check. Where is the point? I don't understand that. He's just a piece down and he started to do some, again, very weird things, so yeah, why not just try to checkmate him? He's just completely lost. it's a check. Just exchange one piece and then start to pick up all of those pawns, so the game is just over. And he should resign here. But okay, he can start playing. I don't have anything and I don't have a problem with that, but I'll just pick up all of those pawns, so I will not leave him a chance to do anything there, so he's completely lost. Okay, one check, but now it's my turn, and now I will pick up first of all the A pawn, then I will pick up the other pawns as well, so yep. Okay. And there is kind of a slim chance to manage to get. Okay, now I will get the king on f4 and then I'll start from there. Okay. Okay. No, let's get a bishop on g5. It's enough. Okay. 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 Just pick up all of those pawns. There is no need to leave him even a single chance to do something. Okay, and we are fifth for now. I didn't, I think, play for any of those super arenas. It's the first one for me, and it's pretty good. Okay, bishop e3 is just, you know, the move which at some point was the move that white tried, but after rook b8 here, I think that white just can abandon this kind of the variation, so I can get even b5 here very nicely. So can I take on? No, I'll get a bishop on e7 because there is no way for him to get knight b6, and if he can't really go for the knight b6, what else is his idea there? So it's just a great position for black, and d5 is now just in the air, so there is no worry about anything there, guys. Yeah, I'll pick up some pieces there. This knight is out of a play. Okay, if he start doing some things like this, now I can try. Okay, I'll take this one for sure. Okay. Now there is no kind of a... Okay. Can I take with the pawn? No, bishop d5 is possible there. I have to take with a knight. Okay. Okay, I have to go for this one. Now queen b6 is possible, queen a2 is possible, and it's kind of a very nice move, I think, here. Because everything will fall if I manage to get both of those pawns. It's just immediate collapse for him, I think. So he should find a way how to castle there, how to defend those pawns, but I don't see it for now. It's just way too bad pawn structure that he has on the queen side, so basically I should easily pick up both of those pawns. I don't see, and he probably doesn't see how to improve here. Wow, do he likes to just lose this game immediately? I don't know, probably. And it's 9 seconds left here, so let's see what happens here. Yep, let's go back to the tournament. We are fourth now with 32 points, but Baron is here and he is at 43. So I have to start to get kind of a berserk just to start to build up the win immediately. So we'll see what will happen. Let's start to do some crazy things because the ordinary stuff doesn't really make the points there, so let's go for unordinary stuff there. Okay, if you likes to take this one, me too. Why not to get a knight on f4? Okay, let's open this long diagonal. Let's go for knight c5 immediately, bishop g4, so I have pretty much everything that I should have here. I'm completely winning here, to be honest. Positionally, he doesn't have a chance to, you know, get the pieces there, and now he blow up the queen, so I managed to win this one. Let's go back to the tournament. Now we are third. Let's see what happens here. Can we start to go for the berserk mode again, or let's start picking up the points? Okay, let's start to win this one and then we'll see. Okay. Okay. It doesn't really a problem for me. Okay. Okay. Now I will start opening the game eventually there on the queen side. Okay. a3, b4, so all kind of stuff there is possible because knight is on d2, it's not on c3, but he likes to get something else there. Okay, let's get this bishop then. Okay. Bishop g3, knight d4, knight d6, queen b1. It's a kind of a solid position for me. I have a bishop pair, I have knight c4, okay, probably as the good move, knight e4 is there, knight e6 is kind of a idea, but what happens here, we'll see. Okay, he offers me, you know, a piece, why not to take the piece, because knight f1 I will cover everything there and he's on the move, so probably he's just lost there without the piece. We can play, but I don't see. Okay. 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 just exchanging the pieces. There is no need to go for anything else but just to exchange the pieces there. Okay, there is just a clear piece, so he should be lost. And again, I don't see the point. Yo, yeah, at some time you just don't see. Wow, I drop a piece, but okay, it doesn't really matter. Let's go back to the tournament. Sometimes you wins, sometimes you lose, but at the end there is anything possible in this 3 minutes game. Let's go for the Sicilian again. Bishop f6 immediately. Okay. Let's go for my all-time favorite Novosibirsk variation here. It's kind of a 97. It's kind of a nice way to play with black. I like it a lot because there is okay. I like it because there is plenty of chances, so you can queen d7 probably. You can fight for the initiative here, and there is just very nice chance to get, as I get here, the bishop pair, and then start to have slightly worse pawn structure, but the pieces are always great, and you have a clear chances to play for a full point. So I like it because of that. Okay, f5 is my idea, so why not to go for this immediately? If he takes on b5, I will go even for e4. This should be a suicide mission for him, because bishop b2 is immediately there. And if not, I'll just castle. e4 is the next move, so yep, black has just great position there. I can play on both of the flanks. Now f4 and f5 again. Bishop e5, rook g8, so there is plenty of chances just to, you know, squeeze him. Okay. I'll just try to take the piece there now, because where to put this knight now? Yeah, he should be lost. Yep, I get this knight. So you see why king h8 is a nice move. So basically I just open the position there, and there is just game over. And again, this guy is playing. I don't understand basically why, but you know, okay, let's play. I don't understand why, but basically this is This is just how those people are playing, and what else to do but to play on. I don't like it, but I can't do anything against it, so it's just the way how it is. Wow. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I'm really not. Okay, let's play now, because he didn't okay, he didn't resign when he should resign, so now I don't want to resign. Let's play on. And let's go back to the tournament. Okay, we are third still. And we have 25 minutes to go, so it's very hard to imagine how how we will catch the winner, but okay, let's try. Yep. I think that this isn't a great position for him. But where he'll go with the queen? I'm very curious. Oh, he wants to. Okay. Yeah, it's not enough. We are third again. Born of Good and Void is here. So we'll see how this will end. Knight e4 immediately. It should be slightly better for me because I have a better knight than the bishop is on b7, but we'll see. No, queen a4. Oh, I make a wrong move, but okay. This looks okay even here. Okay. sure about this position at all. And now I make a silly mistake. I'm not happy. Yep. I will have a lot of problems there to survive, unfortunately for me. And this guy is great, so I have to resign, right? I make very big blunder there. Okay. I'm back in the game. 2-3-48. Let's see. Yeah, now I have a, let's say, great position, because if we try to compare this one with kind of but I managed to overlook again a piece. Wow, I should resign. Yeah, this is when you start to think about something that is not really there, and you find yourself in a very big problems immediately. But okay, we have 19 minutes still, so let's start to win few of games in a row. Why not? Again, clear kings Indian as I like, so h3 is a solid move, but I don't think it's something that will make a problem for black. Okay. Okay, it's just complete equality immediate, but okay, some of players like to go for something like this with white. The problem for him is that this will not ever work. So, okay, if I don't know how to get the pieces together and where to find and try to find some better spots for myself, then okay, but usually this leads to the complicated position where I don't think that black should be worse. So, and if nothing, I think that after 96 here, immediately we have a very nice position there. So I would like to get my knight on f4, take with e pawn and open this long dark diagonal, so I will have plenty of chances there to play on later on. And again, this bishop will be much better than the knight on d2. It's not something that will make mainly the winning position for black, but it's obviously something that will have and that will make the problem for black. And white start thinking here, this is a good sign. In many positions here, okay, now I will go for knight f4. Black just managed to get every single piece into play, and the funniest thing is that, yeah, I will get one bishop, one or the other. It doesn't really matter, because I like to get both of them. So, and now you see, this is the weakness, this is a great move, both of the pawns are excellent. I have this extremely good bishop, so there is kind of a nasty situation for white immediately. And now I can start getting the bishop. I can start even with b6. This looks like very good option for me. Let's get. I like to get this bishop there. King f7, bishop b7, e4. So I'll get every single piece in the attack. Yep. And it's very hard for him to get anything there. So yeah, he can try to pick this one, but now rook g1, king f7, and I really like the position. Okay. Oh, he finds a move. Okay. There is nothing on the g-file, very important. This pawn is weak, bishop e7. Again, it's very bad scenario for him. Rook c8 will just, get the last piece into play, and now rook c5 probably will just end this game because rook d5 is almost unstoppable. Wait. Okay. Okay, we completely outplay him, so we'll see. Bazooka. Again, the King's Indian, my favorite weapon, so we'll see. Okay, he go for those kind of the setup with b3 and with e3, which is kind of the passive, but okay, it's something that white can try. I don't like it because I think that it's not the best possible way of playing, but if you wants to be kind of the solid, you can try to go for it. But as I mentioned, I don't like it. Yeah, now you see I have everything there just in time, so he'll find himself in a problem. I'll not take the bishop, of course. I would like to exchange some other pieces there. I'll try to pick up this knight if I can. It's much better piece than the bishop on g2, because the light square bishop on this very bad diagonal will not help white in any of the actions. So I will try. Yeah, queen d5 looks like a good move, but now even bishop e6. I'll try to pick up the one on c4. Okay, it's even better, I think. What is this? What I miss? Oh, pawn on a7. Let's go back. Maybe I catch this knight on this 7. It depends how he will start playing, but I have a5 and then bishop d7, and he doesn't have a square to go. So, yep. If b4, then knight a4. It's a great thing. Should be very, very good for me. Okay, now if I go for the bishop d7, he'll have to get a b5, then I will get my bishop into play and the knight, of course. So let's get the knight back on c5. And I'll take this one because I don't think that yep. get the pieces there on the open files. Right. Let's get a knight into play. You know, I can just start improving my pieces. The bishop is very bad, so bishop c5 is my target here. Okay, why not? If rook d7, I'll just pick up this pawn, I think. I don't see how he will promote it, and I'll pretty easy take this pawn. So, yeah. King f7, king e7, the pawn will just fall. If he takes here, I'll immediately pick up this one because, yep. Bishop h3 is a move, but we'll just exchange the knight. Doesn't make any kind of the progress for him. And here I can take other pawn as well. Why not? There is just no way for him to get anything there. King e7, pick up the pawn and go from there. Knight e5, take on d5 again. Rook d5, king e7, bishop h3, knight e6. It doesn't really matter. I think that I will pick up the pawn eventually, and the game will end it as a clear win for me. Two pawns are enough here. They should be enough. Yep, I win and I'm on the third place. It will be also hard to catch the Born of Good and Void. So, we'll see. We have 9 minutes to go. So, even a third place, it's not bad if you don't play for a while. Old Mizio. Let's see. He managed to win. Nice. But what he trying to achieve here? He wait for a couple of seconds and then he'll start to play, or... Yep, I'm not sure what... Ah, yeah, I understand. Those are the players who play like this one. I don't buy it, so I'll just try to get very solid structure there. And I will not close immediately game in the center, for sure. Now I can. Okay. Okay. The bishop pair is for me always a bishop pair, and no matter how he will play, he will have a problem sooner or later. So yeah, now I have kind of a play there in the center, and on the queen side there is just the gray diagonal there, which is opened now. Bishop can came on c6, this knight can reroute himself on d4, so there are plenty of options which are very, very tough for him to play, so we'll see. Yep. As I mentioned, knight d4 and then bishop on c6, so I managed to control everything. I'll just pick up the exchange because I think it's a great thing to do. Why not? Then I can place my bishop on d4. I can do whatever I like, so it's basically not even an interesting position ever. Okay. It's just easy task for me. Yep. He's completely lost. I'll just take everything, it's not a problem. I can even open the F file, it's not a problem. So I'm just, clear exchange up, so yeah, he wants to take here, but okay, let's say that I will not overlook queen again. I hope. Maybe I should go for rook d6 there, maybe I should go for... Yeah, let's go for this one. This should be enough immediately because g5 is in the air. I'll just take everything, I don't see the problems for me, so... Why not to pick all of those pieces, guys? But I'm fooled because Cyber Shredder is here and he managed to get the 4 points, so now I quickly have to, get some points there. He's in Berserk mode. It's a great thing for me because, yeah, if someone to like the position like this one with black, it's clearly not someone who will make me a problem, because this is just very, very bad scenario for black, and yeah, is almost lost instantly. I don't have to be afraid about anything there. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this should be pretty easy task for me. And after a4 you can resign. Because the position is resignable, I can get my knight on g6, I can take on b5, and the game is probably immediately lost, so... Yeah, it is. Now the rook is hanging, knight e6 is coming, rook takes on b5, and the game is over. Yep, so see, there is no kind of the berserk mode, which is always good. But he obviously tried to lose some time and doesn't want to, play, so it's not a good thing for us, but we can do what we can do. We doesn't have a chance to, push someone to play, but okay. Let's go back to the tournament, and we are third now, so probably we will be a third if we doesn't manage to get something very, very crazy. I think that the win should provide us at least a third place. So yeah, and this guy Baron is a great guy. He's on fire. Okay, I like this line. This is kind of the Trompovsky line, which is for me something that is great because I always will get kind of the advantage there, because if nothing else I will get the position into so-called into so-called h3 variation, which is great for me. So even if I go now with a bishop e2, I have time to put my bishop back. So yeah, okay. It's a great position for white. Just great. Now I will start advancing on the queen side, and if he go for something like this, now he will have a lot of problems. He managed to make the mistake immediately, but okay, it's not easy, as I mentioned, to play. So yeah, I'll start just, you know, to crash him on the queen side. Just put the pawn on c5, and then basically I will open the last piece which I have here. So I can even start with b5 to take, and then c5 to open the b file. So both of those options looks pretty fine. Okay. Just, you know, to open everything there. This bishop is now a great piece, so I can start even the f3, the move which looks scary, but I like it because, okay, where is his kind of the advantage there? Put my king there. Now the f file is in my favor. Knight will never ever get anywhere here. Okay, bishop is fine, but doesn't see a point. This bishop is dead, so I'll just get both of the rooks there on the f file, and should be better for me. But okay, he even overlooked a knight, so it's even easier task, and we are third. So yeah, great performance. 53 moves, and we have kind of average rating of 1678 in the competition, and we managed to get kind of the result which is, for me, on the 3 minutes, solid one. Okay, so now let's go and start to do something that we usually do. So let's host the simul now on a 20 minutes with the 30 or maybe even 20 seconds increment, and I will host here the random color, or even I can get a black pieces here for this simul, you know, just to try to offer you kind of a systems that I like and that I play. So basically we have the position that I like with black. So let's see who will start getting this kind of the action. No, we doesn't have a candidates here, so we'll see. Who is here, guys, with us? Oh, we have some faces. Who is here with us? Do we have someone here? I'm fine, how are you? The Mighty Knights and the Abdel 7 is here, so why not to accept all of you guys? So I make another stream. You can find it here. So let's see who is here. I'm using Streamlab OBS. And you? I'm live now. Bobby GF is here, so let's accept him as well. Great, Captain Savage is here. Great, let's accept him. Yeah, I'm in. Yeah, Bobby, Jeff01, you are here and you're very welcome to the Simul Fest. In a couple of minutes. Okay, how we are improving? 5 accepted player. Okay, Abdul 7i. So Merle Dixon is here and Hector Agdokan is here. So yeah, hello guys. Avars is here. Hi. Who is here with us? No one wants to speak. Do you have any kind of questions, guys? Cactus Berrios is here. So 8. Let's find at least 2 of new players as well. Gambit is here, so we accept the 9 players. Oh. Okay, we have 9 players here, so let's see who else wants to play. The Mighty Knight. How do you mean? I don't understand you, the Mighty Knight. What you wants to say? Yes, will Bobby, for sure. I have kind of... okay, we have 10 players. Okay, let's accept 2, 3. It's hard to be FM. It depends. I assume it is. It's not very easy, but you know, with the hard work, everything is possible. So, we have 13 players, so let's start this Samuel. And we'll see where will bring us. So basically, I will try to go for my main openings again. And they are basically the King's Indian and the Sicilian based on the Sveshnikov, which is today kind of a popular opening because, you know, when Magnus Carlsen used something, then this became very playable at any level. So as I mentioned, I start and play for many years now, and the Sveshnikov became my first weapon versus the 1e4. Okay, you have to know also all kind of the other Sicilian as well, but in most of the cases, probably, okay, on the club level there will be a lot of different kind of the setups, but you know, in between of the master level, you will find often that the players will run into the first or the main lines because there lies the chance to get any kind of the advantage if there is possible. And the Sveshnikov is very good for all of those players who like to be aggressive and who likes to get more than the equal chances, for sure, because you know, you start fight for the initiative right from the start and you see that. Now here I face kind of, you know, line so-called Rossolimo, which is also very popular because the Magnus and the Anand play. So, and I'll try to go for my line, which is kind of you know, unusual line, but it makes sense. I'll try to explain. Knight c3 runs into the closed Sicilian, so I have my a6 line, which I introduced into my book on the Chessable, which is quite good. So I go for this line here. I will go for a g6, bishop g7, of course. c3, again, very nice move, which brings us to other side line in the Sicilian, which is so-called Alpine variation. Here, with the c3, white idea is to get d4 square, to get immediate kind of the pawn center by getting d4, d2, d4 in a second. So you have two possibilities here. Okay, you have some kind of the moves like knight a5, which is possible. You have kind of the moves like g6, which is possible, but I think that two moves like knight f6 and d5 are the best one. You should choose what set and fit to your style of a play. I like to be more aggressive, so I will go for a d5. The knight f6 is the other line as well, which is perfectly fine. And again, we have the Alpine, so we'll go with the d5, bishop goes to g7, and then knight f6, so it's kind of Sicilian Sveshnikov. Okay, now white goes for g3. We want to put this bishop on b7, so let's get the chances on the queen side immediately. Bishop goes to g7, it's clear. And here we have Abdel, who again wants to trick us, so this is kind of the move after d4 that will not offer white a chance to go for a c4, but for e4. And if you go straightforwardly now with the move like bishop g7, which is playable, and it's great if you like to get a Pirk, but I don't like Pirk, so I go for a d5. I'll just castle here, of course, and after knight c3, e5, bishop d3. Okay, now bishop d3 is the move which, to be honest, I spot a few times. I don't like it because now white main idea is, you know, to get the d2, d4. When he brings the bishop on d3, now this bishop has to remove himself in order to get the d4 on the next. And the next thing is that now this bishop, if he likes to get d4, has to go maybe on c2, but then this knight can be pinned with bishop on g4. And also I can immediately start to make a pressure on e4 pawn. So I'll go for the knight f6. I'll castle in this king's Indian, I'll get his bishop, and here I would like to get bishop g4 immediately, of course. h3, again, bishop b7, as I mentioned, knight c3, so it's kind of the king's Indian, and knight b3. So this is kind of the move which I don't like, and it's a great thing if you get encountered here with knight b3, because the only move that makes sense is knight b5, because this will somehow start putting the pressure on black. If white goes for the bishop, for knight b3, bishop b4, equalize immediately. Very important thing. h3, and now, yeah, he overlooked not only a pawn but the piece, so the game is probably over. Bishop b5, rook c8, doesn't want to give him a chance to double my pawns. And here, the setup like this one is not the best possible one, because now if I manage to get e5, this will be with a tempi, because this bishop belongs on e3 or on g5. And also I can get the c5 when this bishop will miss from the play on the queen side. So let's go for d6 first. Let's castle. Let's get to the main line. And g4, again, just run into bishop g4, it's a clear pawn. d6, bishop g2, I'll just castle. Knight c3, e6, e4, d6. So those are kind of the moves which are the main lines. e6, d4, e6, yep. Okay, bishop d3. And now again, this bishop belongs to e2 square, because now I have, and I get a chance to start attacking the d4 pawn. So basically I can go for c5, I can go for e5, or I even can go for a bishop g4 and then start creating the chances on d4. Why not? Bishop e2, knight goes on d7, or can I immediately push c5, knight c... Yeah, let's go for c5. And of course d5. knight f6, d6, queen f3, queen b6, f4 is a 4-pawn attack. It's very aggressive, so we'll see how this will work. c4, e6, just try to create something there. Bishop goes to g7, knight f3 is the main line, bishop e2. We can exchange, we can go for c5, let's exchange. Knight c6, knight c6 again, f4, and we can go for d5 or d6, doesn't really matter, but I go for d6 here. Let's see what happens. e5, castle, a6, let's get c5, exchange, queen f3, interesting move. Start to pick up the pawn, e5, knight d7. So now I would like to get the instant pressure on the d4 pawn. Okay, and now I have a move which I really like. So I can take on d4 immediately, then I will put my knight on d5, and then I will go for e5. So it's kind of the maneuver which will offer me to get a very nice position there. d5, knight b7, bishop e7, knight f6, and again the move which doesn't make sense, because when I start to get for e5, I somehow offers squares like d6 and d5. Now when he takes on c6 and I take with the b pawn, now everything is just protected, and it's a great thing for me. Okay, now I will get intermediate move, bishop takes there. Here I can pick up a pawn, and I don't see the problem for me. Okay, d5 is kind of the main line where white wants to get the space immediately, and now I will try to get my c5 square. So let's get for the knight a6. h4 offers me a chance to go for knight h5. Okay, I'll take this one, and here when white has those 4 pawns there on the 4th rank, it looks like very crazy, but you know, those pawns are not going backward, and when I start attacking those pawns, they will become the weaknesses. So if white managed to splash me, he should do that immediately. If not, with time I will get probably better position after all. Let's get a knight on d4. Okay, and now can I go for e5? Right, why not? Bishop e7, bishop e7, there is no need to be about anything. Okay, now my idea is to get c5, so I would like to get a6 first, not to allow knight b5. Okay, and this bishop is just the monster there, so I have to take him. Here I will provide you kind of a idea which is I think the best one here. So white wants to be very aggressive, so you wants to make something to, you know, slow him down, and basically the e4 e5 is the only move and the only real chance for him. In order to stop that, I think that the best way is to go for a bishop g4, because this bishop will get exchanged for the knight, and then black will take the control over the e5 square. Okay, here I will take on c3 for instance. I'm not scared about anything. Let's get knight e5 here, knight f3, so let's get the c5 immediately. Okay, we are just a piece up, so there is nothing to be worried about. And then I'll go for the knight e5, knight bd7, and here there is kind of the position from the English kind of the opening. Let's go for a c6, queen goes to c7, it's castle, bishop e3, interesting, knight e7, takes, let's try to control d5 square, and here we will try to get what we can try, knight f4 immediately or knight b4. Let's go for the knight f4. I'll take this one, and I'll take the queen, so yeah, this is pretty much over. And let's go for e5. d6. Okay, 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 as I mentioned before, so I just want to get everything there from the table. And knight e5 again. e6 to open the game there in the center, bishop e7, bishop e3, knight c6. Okay, knight c5, queen d4, yeah, just take this one. Oh, I can't really take the pawn on c4, right? Can I go for c5? Takes, takes. Let's go for c5. Bishop f2 and castle on the king side. Bishop c4. Queen e7. h3, bishop e6. Knight c3. Okay, here I have just a piece, so it should be a quite easy task. Bishop takes on c5, so I'll just start picking up some pieces there. Bishop e6, king goes there, now e5, or no, I don't have to go for this, or I can, yeah, it's not problem for me to go for that. Okay, and now where I want to break, never try to, you know, open the game in the center if the king is not really safe. So here I should castle first. Okay, it's a check on g5, I think, and here what we can do is to take the pawn on e5. Now again, knight f3 is a treat. Bishop d7, bishop e6, fe. Okay, okay, just castle, and let's start attacking. No, why to take this bishop? Let's go for knight c4. f3, knight h5, e4. Interesting. Okay. Rook e1, queen b6. Where is the idea? Okay, he wants to take this pawn, so I will not allow him to do that. So let's get for the queen d6, obviously. Bishop c5 will just get there. Rook f4, rook f4. I don't see a point. Bishop f5. So I'm just, you know, active in every single game. So I'll just try to put as much pressure as I can. And here mainly I would like to exchange this dark square bishop. So let's go for the bishop f6 and then bishop d4. Try to occupy the dark squares, completely, you know, push white to get the pawns on the light squares, and then start to get positional lines where I will be outplay him, possibly on the c file. So we'll see. I'll take this one, b3. Let's get the knight on d6. Rook b1, rook b8. Okay, queen c5. Oh, it looks fine. Not afraid of anything. So let's get a rook there. Okay, b3. And now f5. Start to play on the other side. Now let's get the rook on d file. Takes, get and castle on the king side, and bishop d4, as I mentioned. So my plan is to start doing some things like that. Here try to pick up some pawns. Queen takes, takes. bishop goes there. Now the pawn. Let me try to occupy e4 square, right? Why not? Let's get for the knight f6, queen d3, queen d4. Why not? Rook d1, a6 to not offer him a chance to get a pawn there. Now I can start getting my knight on d4, which can be a good idea. Okay, but what is here a point? Where white wants to get the initiative? Okay, just take everything there. Let's get the rook on. I tried to offer him some pawns there, but we'll see. Knight e7, exchange on c5, bishop h6. Okay, let's get the knight on d4. Here I will put my pawn there. Okay. Now let's get for the bishop f5. Knight d4, queen d6, and e5. So as I mentioned, I want to get all of the pieces there in order to get the control over the dark squares. Okay, now I want to exchange the dark square bishops there. Can I go for... Yeah, but here, you know, I'll just start pushing those pawns. And now f6. So you see, I managed to get all of the pawns on the dark squares, stay with the light square bishop, and we'll see from there. Before, just pick up everything. Yeah, here I will just open the game there. There is no chance to offer him even a small chance to, you know, hold on the queen side. So knight h5. Okay, I'll just pick up. I don't know why we're playing that, but okay. Knight e2. Oh, he wants to take this one. No, you will not. Queen c7. Now rook f7. a3. It's again very interesting move. Take the bishop. Okay. Yeah, f4, but this doesn't make sense now because now I will open everything and he'll start having problems there. Okay, I'll sacrifice the exchange there. I'm pretty sure. Wow, can't really take this one because of the bishop c4, and if knight d4, bishop c4, b5, takes, should be okay. Or if I go for king f8, no, to go for this one, c4. Okay. Okay, here I will just, you know, sacrifice the exchange. Is not a bad thing at all there. Okay, now where to put my pieces now? Okay, knight g3, rook c8, rook e3. I'll just take everything there. Queen goes to c2. Rook c1, h7, queen c4, and d5 is now the move. So I'm thinking that I catch him because d4 of queen e2. Okay, it's not immediately. Hi Zevcat, how are you? It's not immediately, you know, over, but we'll see. Okay. Okay, now I will take here. I'll take here. And I'll take here. Okay, rook c1. Rook c8. Knight b6. Yeah. g8, let's start checkmate him. Okay. Okay, let's just get every single piece there in the attack, so we'll see. Queen takes, knight a4, so I wants to get kind of the problems for him there. We'll see. Before knight d1. Yeah, this guy is pretty strong. Wow, Okay. Okay. Yep, I managed to get the exchange, but he has kind of a nice initiative. And here I have big problems. Knight e4, let's get the king closer here. Okay. Okay. Queen e6, rook f8, queen h5. Yeah, but let's see, if it is something there, I don't see it. So if he takes, I'll take. He doesn't have g6 because of the f6. There is nothing wrong with my plan, so let's take the pawn. And let's get the bishop there. It's a game over here. Also, it should be a game over pretty soon. Now let's take this one. Okay, let's get the knight on c5. Okay. 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 Let's start do some actions there. Check. Take this one. Check. Now I have pretty nice move. a4. Okay. Knight b3. Okay. Rook f1. Now I'll take. I'll get pretty better position because of the pawn structure. I'll take this one. It's a checkmate, so it's a kind of a game over. Rook e1, and what I want to do now. Okay. a5. c4. Hi Alexander, how are you? Bishop d2, okay, I understand, but basically I'll just try to see where from there. So let's just start breaking there on the king side. Let's take a pawn because basically this is the most important pawn there. Lucas the Jesuste says that he's gonna take two pawns, so yeah, probably he doesn't get the best possible moves there, so he has a chance. Okay. 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 Knight e2. Let's get my knight on c6. d2 is a check. Okay, but I'm still not seeing the point there. Let's just get the queen there. Knight e4. Okay. Let's just take every single pawn there. Here, will not offer him a pawn. Queen a5. Okay, my knight is here. Great knight. Now I have to get my rook into a play, and this should be very, very problematic for him. Rook e6. Now queen b5. Queen c5 is a check. I can't really go without this move, and I have to bring my king into a safety, or can I take on c3? I can go for bishop c6, just not to allow him anything. And now just get the control over the second rank, take the queen, take a pawn. Let's pick up the pawns. Okay. Okay. Oh, he wants to get me a checkmate. Nice. Okay. 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 Yeah, here it doesn't look such a great, but let's try to pick this queen. Okay. Okay. Yeah, now will be hard to... No, now it's checkmate. Okay. 97. Yeah, now I have at least a draw. Okay. Okay. Oh, Zevket, and how do you think about the book? What do you think about the book? Do you like it? Yeah, it's my brother. Rook d3. Now let's get in a check. Let's get a rook on d2. Okay. 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 Okay, but now I will manage to get some nice diagonal here and there, and probably I'll be just good. Okay, knight f6, so I should go for the king g5 probably here. I have at least a draw here, it's clear. So, dear Zevcat, how do you think about the book? Okay. Where to put my king? I want to take first on e4, and then Okay, knight e4. Now let's get a queen on b7. Try to take this knight. Why not? Knight c1, rook c8. It's a check. Okay, and now where to put my king? It's very nice question, because I can't really go here because of the knight e7, and I can't really go on the other side as well because of the knight c7. So I have to remove my knight, but where? Here. It's a check. I'll take this one. Knight goes to b3. Okay, I'm fine with that. It's a check. Queen e5. Now I can take and go for the bishop e5. This should be winning, but I have also queen h4 here, and then bishop d4 also should be winning. So let's get for this one. Oh, he offers me bishop g2. I have to take this pawn. And now let's start just to get the queen there. Bishop d4. Yeah, I'm completely lost here, so I have to resign this one. Knight c5, bishop f8. It's a check. Okay, I'll take this one. Knight goes there. Rook goes to g8 first. Wow. I missed this one. Yep. Okay. I'm not doing so much mistakes. So let's go and start getting some pawns there. I'm just trying to win. So I can go for h3, takes on e6, h2, and then rook g7, and then king h8, and then that's it. So it's a winning. Here I can sacrifice my exchange, so why not? Let's get a knight on e6. It's much better than it's now, when it is now. And here let's go for the queen f7. So let's just start picking those nice pawns. Okay. Let's pick up this c pawn and queen my d pawn. It's a game over here. Yeah, here I will just pick up all of those pawns and queen my d pawn. It's pretty safe for me to do that. Okay. Yeah, it's checkmate. So guys, how do you like the stream? If you like it, you can always subscribe and get somehow the info when this stream will start. So if there is anyone who didn't, just subscribe, can subscribe, and will be a great thing for me, so thank you very much. We should take this one, so queen f3, but if I take, it has to take with the king. Why not to take this one? It's nothing there still. Let's get a draw there, and let's get a check there, and let's get a draw here. Let's claim a draw here, because it is. Okay. Let's get a draw here. Let's pick up the pawn. I have to pick up this pawn. Okay, just to check. I'm not sure, but let's see how the things are getting interesting here. So I can first of all take on g2, which means that he should take, okay, whatever. So checking h2, but then I don't think that I can get any kind of the advantage there, so it means that I should start trying to queen here. Queen c4, rook c4, now I will get kind of initiative there. Now here, thank you very much, dear Merle Dixon. Now let's start to be creative there. Let's give him a check here. Okay, this is just a draw. Do you like the stream? Yeah, but this is just a draw. I don't see the point in playing. But okay. Now let's get a knight here. What will happen here if... There's a pawn which... Yep, you should be... Wow. Can I lose this one? Probably not, but I should go for the rook c7 here, I'm sure. Because bishop g7 is the idea, so I will take just everything there. Okay, we'll see. Not... Okay, so now I can take on c3. Okay, let's give him a nice next check here, or... Let's try to queen this pawn. Check. It's a draw. Thank you. If anyone do not please try. I'm online now. Okay, knight f6, right. Now, okay, check. So, this is kind of the end game, which is 99% just a draw. But you should be careful, because there at some point you can make a mistake and then the knight can even try to win. But it's very hard, and you just have to be very careful there if you are on the a little bit on the worst side. So yeah, but here I don't have any kind of the problems here, and just, you know, can try to get blockading situation on 4th, 5th or 6th rank, so there is just nothing for him. I like it very much. I'm now following you on Twitch. Thank you very much, Merly. It really means a lot for me, so thank you very, very much. If anyone didn't follow me for now or subscribe, please, I will try to get as many of those streams as I can, so in order to provide you nice streams and to improve your play. Okay, it's a check again, so let's go here. So, if you like the stream, please follow. Okay, let's pick up a pawn. Now I have 5 pawns there, so it should be enough. Okay, again I'll just start, you know, checking white, so it's kind of a, you know, clear draw. Here also it should be a draw, but you never knows. Yeah, he can pick my pawn. I don't know there. Here it should be a draw, but there I'm not still sure. Okay, it's check. Okay, but he takes this pawn. Okay, let's start getting out. So, I don't know if you guys like the stream, but if you like it, please just, you know, follow, and I'll try to make a lot of the streams later also. Yeah, here he makes a lot of problems for me. Here I'm also very bad. Okay. We can just check white, so it's not really a problem. I offer a draw because it is, and here I will try to... Can I try to pick up some pawns? This pawn is really hard to pick because G4, F5. I don't see a point into play. Is this a draw? Probably should be. Yeah, it's a clear draw. But okay, this player wants to play, so why not? I don't see any reason why to play, but okay, as I mentioned, you can try. And now just go for this one. Oh, it's a check. Okay. And a2. And this should be a draw because it's more than enough time for me to, you know, get my king closer. Here this guy completely outplay me, so it's hard to imagine that I will manage to do something. Okay. Oh, and did I manage to lose this one? Yep, probably. Probably I do. Yep. Okay, very good. You beat me, so I resign. Okay, but here this will be much harder for white. Okay. 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 We have 3 ongoing games, so as I mentioned, we want to. Yeah, I can't really believe that this is happening. So knight on c3 or knight on b4. Knight on c3. Okay, but why we play that? Okay, that's the draw, and we have still 2 ongoing games, so let's see how this will end. Probably I will lost even this one because I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I will not, but I'm pretty sure that will be hard to defend. Dear Abdel, I think that now it's time to, you know, try to pick this one on 94. I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, it's just in time for rook c7, so I'm lost. Okay. Yeah, so I have to resign because I can't really getting anything there. And now I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but you know, I just have to pick up this pawn on f4 and the game is just over, so don't know why I'm doing that. It's just so easy win that. Yep. It should be a win for me now. Yeah, but okay. You will check me a few more times, but I don't see the point. Now my idea can be just, to take this pawn first and then this one next. This king is just, somehow dedicated to c4 square, because if he starts runs, I'll go for d3 and the game is over. So I can just start, picking up those pawns, and then, or to get this king closer, because if he doesn't want to try to pick up my pawn, then I will probably just start getting this pawn and the queen him, if there will be a chance to do that. So we'll see now. Yep, now he is without chances, so I'll just get my king closer and the game should be over. Yep, that's it. So I have a control there, and now it should be fine. I have to be careful, okay, not getting him a chance to, go for the h6, but here he can't really go for h6 due to the fact that I have f5. If he starts checking me again, this could be a problem, so I would like to get my bishop there in order to stop h6. Rook g5 is the potential, but we'll see. Okay. Will not get anywhere. Okay. Now I can improve my king potentially, so two pawns are enough, so I can just take here, and the game should be over. The two pawns should be over here because, it's not clear. It's not clear at all if he takes on d4. I don't know, but I assume that rook d4, king f6 will run into a draw because king e3, king g5, king f3, and he's just in time, because in order to win this game I should go on 3 of those squares there. So he's much faster into defense than I'm in the offense. So I'm thinking that this should be a draw, because if he takes, I'll go for the king h6, king e3, king h5, he can go for king f4, yeah. So I will go for this line. And we'll see what happens, because his king is now out of a play. I try somehow to control him, so I get him on the e-file cut. We'll see how this will continue. Yeah, it's very interesting game, as usual with the Abdel. So you see, I make 3 draws with him, so it's very close to the 4th one, because I overpush here and get him a chance to, you know, start getting some chances. But he played very nice, so probably, okay, now when we wait for him to play, I can try to show you guys the books that I make. So I work for the Chessable, which is very nice, let's say ChessAcademy, where you can find a lot of very interesting books, and for those books you can also find some very interesting videos which are quite nice. Now I make for now 2 books, and now I'm working on a 3rd one. The books are based on my opening repertoire that I use with black pieces. So versus 1d4 I use, and I will probably use from now on the King's Indian, which is very nice aggressive opening which suit and fit to my style, my opening repertoire, and it's something that offers me a chance to go for more than equality. As you see, the title is The Fighting King's Indian, so basically it's kind of, you know, sentence which means that you can fight for more than the equality with this very aggressive weapon. So here you see kind of, you know, things related with this book is on English. I have kind of 68, close to 70,000 words. I make all in all 18-hour video here, but there is also the update that will be there for maybe a few days, I believe, and then will be at least a 20-hour of the video. There are trainable lines like 484 and so on and so on. Not to show you too much, I'll just try to go inside of the book, try to show you how this is. So I'll just log in, and then you'll see that if I go to the control panel, we have kind of a chapters, mainly 17. There are many different chapters like 4-pawn attack, Petrosian line, double fianchetto, Auerbach, Samish, classical variations. So I cover everything. I cover even in the last chapter, which is here somewhere else, kind of the miscellaneous lines, like, you know, the Trompowsky, which is here under the Trompowsky. You see here under Trompowsky chapter, and so on and so on. If I click on, let's say, classical chapter, just to take a look how this looks, you will see that there are the cover video, which is amazing because it's synchronized with the variations, and you can, you know, click and use this kind of the video to get explanation about every single PGN file that I have. So for instance, here I have into the main line with knight e1, so-called Mar del Plata line, I have a video which covers more than 3 hours of the variations there. So almost every single line you can find there. So for instance, if you click here, you will get kind of the explanation mark. It's very great because it is on the PGN, so you can, you know, just go for very easy idea to run the pieces, and then you can start reading, or you can even start to get the videos that is covering every single line. So this is kind of the first book, and then if you like, I have my other book as well, which is the Fighting Sicilian. As I mentioned, my favorite weapon with the black pieces versus the e4, and here you have 10 chapters. And you have slightly less words, but you have covered again everything from the main lines, from the Sicilian gambits, the closed Sicilian, Alapin, and Sveshnikov, which is absolute my main line there. And you can fight for the Sveshnikov with, versus the positional or versus the attacking lines as well. So, for instance, I can show you the Sicilian gambits, which is again kind of the chapter that is related with 1 hour video, and you can start to take a look at this video, or you can fight versus the lines that you can see here. For instance, we have the Sicilian gambit here, which on the club level it's something that usually white can try, but there is kind of the variation which I show here, and which offers you a great play. So it's very clear introduction. I'm sorry if I bother you, but if anyone like to get to clear repertoire and start to fight as I fight for my whole life, you can go and buy this video, and you will help me not only with this but also with the stream, which is kind of something that I really like. So thank you very much, and let's see what white offers here. So he go for the king e4, I would like to get a king on f6, and now we'll see. Now it's not clear, because there is kind of a chance for me to start getting the f-pawn to running, and I'm still cutting this king from the e-file, so it doesn't offer him a chance, because now if he goes for something like rook a4, I can't really go for f4, but I can give him a check, he'll have to go back, and then I can start to improving, to get rook e4, or just getting the king there on g5 and then start with f4. So it's kind of the bad thing for him that his king is misplaced. If this king is somewhere here, even on f1, the game should end that very quickly, and it will be a draw fairly in the most kind of the endgame situations. But here, when he has kind of misplaced pieces, it's not clear. And now I can go for the rook e8. And now I will force my king to go on g5 with tempi, and then I will get the f-pawn and start to running for the queen. The king is still, you can see, cut off. So if I manage to bring this pawn probably on f3, this should be a winning scenario for me. So we'll see. Okay, now this is the tempi. Now I will improve, okay, f4, king g4, f3, and so on and so on. This king is for now completely cut off, so it's not easy for him to get anywhere near, and it provides him a very big problems here. Now he can't go for rook e2, because now I will exchange and then gets king on g3, king f1, king f3, and the game is over. So you see, I'll try to transpose this kind of the position from before, but of course in time when I'm just faster than white is. So you have to be very cautious when you start to calculating, and here it's clear that I'm winning. So I'll just take, he'll take king g3, and now I'm winning, because if he goes for the king f1, he'll not get the opposition, because king f3 will be win. Or if I go for rook e2, king e2, king g3, he go for the king e1, I'll go king g2, and I will just promote. So now we came to the conclusion, or we came to the scenario where the clear calculation is something that requires here, and rook e2 is just to win. King g3, and the game is over, because king f1, I have king f3, and now I am into opposition where white has to remove his king somewhere, and then I will get to the other side. So just to remember, in the end game, when you get the king versus king and the pawn, for instance, you want to be in the position or the opposition, and the opponent has to be on the move, because if white is now on the move, probably, let's see, I think that even if he goes here, f3, no, he'll be lost, no matter who is now on the move, but now when I came on f3, I'm in O position and his king has to remove himself. So it's very important in some other positions where you don't have a clear win, because now if king goes here, I go here, if he goes here, I go here. So basically I have the opposition and I somehow remove this king to, you know, break with the f pawn immediately. So he has to resign and we have the position which is winning for us, and this will be the end of today's stream. I hope you guys enjoy it as I enjoy to making it for you. It's something that really make and improve my own game, and I hope that will also improve your game as well. So I'm always open to any kind of the questions. I'm also the trainer, I'm writer, so if you need any kind of assistance, you are more than pleased to ask. And let's just follow me and subscribe if you can, because it will be more of those streams, and it's something that will help you to getting in time the information about the stream, and I hope that you will learn even more. So have a nice evening, thank you for watching me, and see us very, very soon. Have a nice evening.